We told you to beware of CdBaby over 2 years ago. And now we are back with updates that prove we were right. We suspected that CdBaby was up to something when our own artists weren't getting paid, especially when they have hit songs. We continued investigating CdBaby. Is CdBaby stealing royalties from artists and musicians? Did Virgin Music Group under Universal Music Group receive artists' royalties as part of the CdBaby sale? According to artists and musicians, CdBaby owes up to hundreds of thousands of dollars to individual artists and musicians, which may equal to millions in unpaid royalties. This is what we found when we checked for CdBaby financial troubles. Recent reports indicate significant operational challenges with customer service bottlenecks, payment delays, and scrutiny over artificial streaming fees, which artists say are false and is just a way for CdBaby to take their money. There is basically no customer service anymore. Support tickets don't get answered for months. There are ongoing fake streaming fees, especially from Spotify, and there are no payouts with lame excuses that result in account locks. Without notice, CdBaby sold their company to Virgin Music Group, which is under Universal Music Group. Here is more information on what we found when we searched for CdBaby financial troubles. Corporate changes due to the sale to Virgin Music Group and Universal Music Group. Lots of layoffs in the customer service team, which contributed to more support issues. They also went solely digital, which caused frustration with customers who relied on older modeled services like physical distribution. We also found that people on Reddit were complaining about not being paid large sums of royalties. Some provided information to complain to CFPB and Oregon Attorney General because CdBaby headquarters is in Portland, Oregon. Is CdBaby going dark and running off with artists and musicians' royalties? Does Virgin Music, Universal Music Group, know what CdBaby is doing to artists and musicians? What other companies are involved in stealing royalties from artists and musicians? Is Spotify and music promoters part of the problem? Spotify seems to play a big part in accusing artists, removing songs, and charging fees. Is it true that no matter what service you use, Spotify will say, the streams are no good? Spotify only wants you to use their ad services? Is this legal? Are music promotion services knowingly taking money from artists and musicians when they are aware that the streams will get flagged and removed? Are the promotion services using bots? Do the promotion services really have contact with real playlist curators? Is this a scam between the streamers and music promoters to steal from artists and musicians? Groover works closely with CdBaby and offers services to CdBaby customers that some say don't work at all. Some also say that if you refuse the services after they don't work, Spotify suddenly claims you have false streams. It appears that CdBaby, in conjunction with music promoters and streamers, are using artists but finding every reason not to promote and pay. Do CdBaby, promoters, and streamers think independent artists are easy targets? It certainly seems that way. Now, let's take a look at the Better Business Bureau complaints against CdBaby that also include other companies' involvement. The Better Business Bureau takes complaints about all kinds of businesses, whether they are accredited with the BBB or not. CdBaby is not BBB accredited. There are so many complaints about billing issues, which include but is not limited to refusal to pay royalties, funds owed, refusing to solve problems, no answers, no support system, no resolutions, or refusal to provide a satisfactory resolution. It seems that CdBaby is quick to hold funds or refuse to pay them as if they are looking for an excuse. It also seems like the more money an artist makes, the more likely they are to be refused payment. Things have only gotten worse since Virgin Music Group, Universal Music Group purchased CdBaby.
Even professional music producers are complaining about malicious suspension of accounts after they request takedowns and cancellation of their music to migrate to new distributors. They also complain about CdBaby withholding and possibly returning funds in what seems to hint at retaliation for leaving the company. Take a look at all the other complaints. CdBaby service is bad. If it was ever good, IT doesn't appear to be anymore. CdBaby also seems to be trying to get away with taking artists' royalties, and that is not right. What seemed to start out as civil infractions by CdBaby that should be taken up in court, is now seeming more and more like something intentionally criminal. Only a few basic product issues seem to be resolved lately, but it appears that most billing and royalty issues are a major problem. One of our sources say that even when CdBaby finally answers, they give the same vague answers and won't respond to royalty payments or provide official audits or proof of why fees are being charged. Artists have a right to be suspicious. As recently as April of 2026, there are complaints of royalties owed in excess of $20,000. What is CdBaby doing? It appears they are trying to keep artists' royalties. Artists are not going to forget about their intellectual property nor their royalties. Artists create, copyright, and secure their property. Artists work very hard, spend a lot of time, and pay out a lot of money to produce their works. Artists own these works. CdBaby is just the distributor and, unfortunately, the collector of these artists' royalties. Everything belongs to the artists, not CdBaby. CdBaby has no right to govern, use, or hold artists' property or royalties for that matter. Artists are fighting back and providing proof of what CdBaby is doing. Is CdBaby also creating false accounts with BMI to divert royalties to other people? Some artists are complaining that fraudulent registrations are being made via BMI. That is stealing. That doesn't seem like just a civil infraction. It seems criminal. If you think that's bad, even disabled senior citizens are making claims of money being owed to them. They claim the California State Comptroller sent them a document that says CdBaby owes them money. This ordeal is getting worse, and CdBaby is the culprit. So here's the question we should all be asking. If Virgin Music Group, Universal Music Group, purchased CdBaby, did they not take on all financial responsibilities? Why aren't letters and payments being sent out describing what is going on? Clearly, CdBaby and its owners have no respect for artists. Is it all artists or those they think are easy targets like independent artists? The list of complaints go on and on. Accusation after accusation without many results or payments for that matter. CdBaby has not only made many claims of fees from Spotify, but they also claim that they must deduct monies from artists that SoundExchange already paid to the artists. So here's what CdBaby is doing. They have created a new service called CdB Boost. So it's tricky because artists actually think they're getting a lot more than the top service that supposedly sends their music around the world and collects royalties from all around the world. With this new service, it's supposed to add more services that collect royalties for artists, but the trick is, as soon as you sign up for it, CdBaby claims that you were already paid in advance, and now you must pay back the money to SoundExchange on top of taking a 9% administrative fee, leaving you with 91% that you never see because it is deducted from your account until they claim you pay back what you already received. For artists, this is another trap and another trick by CdBaby, who came up with all these new products, knowing that they are not beneficial to the artists, and that gives CdBaby yet more control over artists' money, which are their royalties. CdBaby knew they were selling the company. Why come up with new services that will take money from artists? Why hold on to and refuse to pay royalties that belong to artists when you know you're selling the company to ultra-rich music companies? Are artists' royalties a part of the sale? Since many people from CdBaby have been let go, is Virgin Music Group, Universal Music Group, taking over customer service and the royalties payment system at some point? Artists want answers, but CdBaby isn't telling the artists anything at all. On top of that, we must repeat that artists are not being paid. This all seems like a big scam, and it is not right. Artists are accusing CdBaby of theft. Once an artist signs up with CdBaby, they trust that CdBaby will collect all their royalties and pay it to that artist. CdBaby collects streaming royalties for artists from YouTube Music, YouTube, Spotify, Apple/iTunes, and all music streamers that an artist selects. CdBaby also collects artists' royalties from TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and all social media that the artist opt into. Each streaming and social media service pay differently. However, artists are exclaiming that they are getting millions of streams and business, but CdBaby along with streamers are not paying. And when it is time to pay, they either come up with reasons not to pay or hold the money and disappear. Do they think that the artists will somehow let their royalties and property go? That will never happen. Whether artists decide to sue individually or go for a class action lawsuit, something has to be done about this. Maybe CdBaby thinks that they are untouchable by hiding behind Virgin Music Group, Universal Music Group, and think they can get over on artists. But artists are saying no way. Artists are reporting, complaining, and shedding light on this bad behavior. One note we want to point out. Did you know that unclaimed royalties by artists are distributed to top-selling artists in the industry? So, the big companies who contract with or manage big-name artists don't want independent artists to collect their royalties. And it seems the industry is trying to make it harder for independent artists and want to discourage independent artists from claiming their royalties so that greedy companies and greedy big-named artists can get money owed to other hardworking artists. This should be against the law. When someone owns something and works for it, they should be paid for it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Let's get the word out. Click the bell for notifications. Breaking news, special reports, shows, music, talent, and more.